the Wake Forest game to kind of limit them in the red zone?
I just think it was a mentality. Defensively, we've kind of been getting frustrated with Coach Sweeney, always ripping us for letting up red zone touchdowns. So we knew when they got into the red zone, all right, it's time to bow up, and we're not letting them score. So, and then when we turned the ball over, and then I started first and goal from the 9, we knew we were like, all right, we got to stop them right here. So, and then I just carry on for the entire game. And it's been a point of emphasis throughout practice, improving red zone defense. So.
Is he ripping you during Monday meetings, or when is he ripping you guys for that?
He's not really ripping us. He's just constantly hounding us about, we got to get better in the red zone, got to get better in the red zone. And it gets a little annoying, so we got to make an improvement.
That margin for error just becomes so much smaller when you're in that red zone. What is the difference? What was different this week, other than obviously the opponent? Or was it the opponent that you guys just had their number this week?
Yeah, well, mistakes are magnified in the red zone because they can lead to touchdowns, and everybody can see that. But when they got in the red zone, we were just like, all right, we gotta bow up, we gotta help our offense out. So that was the mindset going into it, and I mean, it worked out for us.
Does that give you guys confidence? Like, what's that? I mean, obviously, I know you guys are on the bye week this week now, but like, does the mentality change now? Like, you've seen you can do it. The heartbeat worked, as annoying as it was, that you guys are capable of it. So does that change the dynamic? Does that change the expectation even for you guys as a defense, as a unit?
Yeah, I mean, we always have high standards for ourselves, and we know what we can do. We've seen it. We've been playing with each other for I don't even know, 6 games now. We know the ability and skill that we have. So that's the goal every time. A shutout is the goal every time we step onto the field, and especially when teams get in the red zone and we gotta make a big stop, then we know we gotta step up. So.
I guess you got a couple of sacks in the last game. How much do you feel like you've improved as a pass rusher?
I feel like I've made pretty good strides. Me and Tristan Lee over the summer, we would go in and work on stuff. Like, he would give me pointers, I would give him pointers, like trying to make each other better. And but one reason I just think I've gotten better is because I've gotten a lot bigger and stronger. I can use my hands now effectively and maneuver around, and I just like being in the backfield, making stuff happen in the backfield.
With the way offenses are sort of structured now, with so much quick game and horizontal stuff, how hard is it to get a sack now? Just because it seems like offenses do so much to avoid that.
Right. I think it just comes down to effort. It's the will is greater than the skill. That's what Coach Sweeney always says. And if my will is bigger than yours, I think I can go get a sack whenever I want. So physically imposing your will on somebody and knowing, like, I'm going to beat you. Then if you have that mindset, I think you can go get a sack.
What do you think the biggest growth in the defense as a whole has come over these last several weeks?
You said where do I think it's?
Yeah, where have you guys made the biggest stride, in your opinion?
I'm really proud of how our secondary has played. From last year to this year, we've grown up a lot. We've gotten a lot better in pass defense and man coverage all across the board. I'm really proud of those guys back there, and it's a great feeling knowing I got somebody behind me who's, if I make a mistake or if I mess up, they've got my back.
Is that kind of just a ripple effect, do you think, that we're seeing from you guys as a defense? Is as that confidence grows in each other, it can grow in the unit as a whole? Yeah,
I think it goes all the way back to spring ball. I mean, we've been in before meetings, just the players watching tape, talking through things, so that way we're all on the same page, and then it carries over to the field. We're communicating a lot more in practice, and that's one of Coach Wes's big ideas is communicate, talk on the field, and we've ramped it up. We've talked we talk a lot more, and we're all on the same page. And if you're all wrong, you're right. So if we're all on the same page, then we're good.
Who's the leader out there when you guys are on the field? Who's the voice?
I would say Jalen Phillips. I know he went down with I don't even know what happened, but JP is the main voice on the defense, I would say. Him and Sheridan, and then Rook and TD up front, and then in the middle, me, Trot, and Barrett.
Any questions for Wade from Zoom? Anybody else in the room?
Plans for your fall break?
So I'm going to Jacksonville to see my sister play in her final soccer game of her career. And then I'm going to come back and sleep. Yeah. Catch up on sleep and rest.
Anybody else for Wade? All right, Wade. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Wade.